Hello everyone, welcome to your top 10 television, and today we are into the top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time. And you know, this list was compiled in there, and I know there are going to be very many questions into this list, but just know that's what we managed to come up in here for you here onto your top 10 television in there. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This is Arati to this channel, and very many rappers have existed in Uganda, and we've really come out and compiled your top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time in there. Many of you are really going to raise your concerns, but I know everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion in there for you. We have the reasons as to why we are doing this, and I know most of you might not agree with us, but here at the Top 10 TV, we really feel like this is what we came up with, and we know most of you are really going to agree with us. Most artists will come in and say, I've not appeared onto that list. What's up with you guys? That's your list, and this is our list, right? So let's get into our top 10 greatest rappers of all time, and we start up with the number 10 artist in here onto our channel in there, which goes by names of your top 10 television in there. Straight into our top 10. Number 10 in there. He is one of those people that you've known, you've seen him on stage. He has really come out through, and he has performed on very many occasions in there. Number 10 goes by names of Fefe, that is his stage name. His real name goes by names of Mokiza Frank. His date of birth, 9th December 1993 in there for you. That is Fefe in there for you. Fefe number one rapper anti akugamba ye akuwera. So that is Fefe in there for you. Let's just give you a reason as to why he comes into our number 10 position of the top 10 greatest rappers of all time. Some hip-hop think tanks will distantedly be flag-busted seeing Fefe on this list, since his modcam, in fact Discord, is Distort, the dancehall rap aka Kidandali, but you should world before you argue. The guy should be given props for propelling Ugandan hip-hop freestyle into mainstream recognition. His freestyles have gained him a loyal fan base, understandably, because they're incredible. It's on record that in 2019, General Zamba ordained him as the freestyle king of Uganda. That is Fefe for you, making it number 10 in there for you into our top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time in there for you. Let's go into his top big songs that have secured him to be into this top 10 position in there for you. That is Fefe in there for you. Best songs, Who Is Who, Koi remix in there, and Yes No. Those are the songs that have really put Fefe in there, and Navio in there. That Navio Kusoma Katabo, you know that song very well. It has really put Fefe into our number 10 position in there for you. That's number 10 in there for you. We get into number 9. That is your top 10 greatest rapper of all time. That is Fefe coming in at the number 10 position in there for you. That is Fefe. We go to number 9. Number 9, he goes by the names of Lumix the Don in there. He comes in there. His real name, Patrick Lumumba. Date of birth, 7th November 1974. Lumix the Don. Northern Uganda being one of Uganda's greatest hip-hop consumer, and Lumix the Don is their biggest product. He is as well one of the founding fathers of hip-hop in Uganda. It's been 6 years since his unfortunate death, but he still reigns at the Spring Battle MC in Uganda, bubbling club silk battles victories 3 years in a row, 1999, 1998, and 2000. Unlike the current breed of day-to-day rappers, Lumix elaborated his unobserved originality in one of the interviews when he confessed to have paid an ear to over 400 hip-hop records but never copied and pasted any line to those in his same songs. Despite Lumix kicking the bucket, he is one of the few rappers with the biggest collection of singles in there. That is Lumix in there for you, and he's coming in at number 9. But he really died 6 years ago, but he really makes himself in this list of the top 10 greatest rappers of all time in there, and he is in the number 9 position. That is Lumix in there for you. So your reaction to Lumix being to our number 9 is welcome into the comment section below. His best songs are My Way, Try, and Amaro. Those are the 3 songs that put Lumix into this position in there for you. May the Almighty judge you accordingly. We go to number 8. Number 8 of the top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time. Stage name, he goes by the names of Malikua Namapera. His real name is Dennis Kalimu Namapera. That's his real name in there. Besides, onto that side, you see those are the photos sliding in there. Date of birth of he was born in 1983. That is Malikua in there for you. And I know there is a lot of hip hop kids out there who get triggered when Malikua is into this list of ours that we've made into the number 8 position. Surely Malikua never possessed jaw-dropping punchlines, incredible double titles, complex rhymes in their patterns, but he always wore his heart on the Alvis whenever he rapped, and his spirit has perfectly been carried on by one respected rapper in the rap game who I won't name. It goes without saying that Malikua is still the leader, and he will always be the undisputed king of underground. He died so young at 35 years in 2018, but he had joined the rap industry earlier in the late 90s, leaving behind a hip hop music collaboration whose vibe will a hip-hop music compilation whose vibe will never be topped. His talent was highly respected by the hip-hop pioneers even when he's pulled the curtain. That is Malikua there for you. And these are the big songs that we'll always remember Malikua on. Best songs, there is Radio, there is Abana Bato. Those are the songs that we'll always remember Malikua having put his voice onto those beats, and Olugero. Those are the 3 songs that will always remind us of a man who goes by the names of Malikua in there for you. We go to number 7. Number 7. Stage name is Lyrical G, and his real name is Mr. Jeff Chintu in there. Lyrical G is one of those people that really come up through under the needful as they really do their thing. Date of birth, 8th March 1978. Lyrical G started rapping in 1990s in his high school. He is a lifetime rapper and record producer who recently got rewarded by M10 Hip Hop Awards in 2020 in that regard. Lyrical G has more Palm Awards than any rapper in Uganda. He has four, 2 of which he won back in 2005 and 2006 as the best rap MC. Lyrical G was a former member of the expendable Bataka Squad and the Urban Thugs, but now owns record label GMC, which has been home to incredible contemporary rappers like Sentinelli said in there. He has had an abroad workshop with legends like Proverbs with South Africa, Tanzanians TID, UK Maslow, and also with artists from Barbados, affording him being named among MTV's best Ugandan rappers. That is a man who goes by the names of Lyrical G in there, coming into the number 7 position in there. Let's go into his into his top big songs in there that has really made him in here. Best songs, Lyrical G. His best songs include East African Party, and How We Get Down. Those are the two songs that we always remember Lyrical G as one of those rappers of all time into the top 10, and it was at number 7 in there for you. We go to number 6. He is a legend. Most of you know him. Stage name, he is known as Babaluku in there. He's Babaluku and comes into number 6 in there for you. He's one of the greatest rappers and no one is going to doubt in there. Real name is Silas Babaluku Babaluku. He's a true Ugandan person in there for you. Date of birth 1979. Let's get a little bit into what puts him into number 6 position. He's one of the pioneers of hip-hop in Uganda. He's the founder of Expendable Historical Legendary Hip-Hop Coalition in Bataka Squad Underground, which involves Saba, Crazy Native, Big Popper, Momo MC, and later on Lyrical J and Chaga joined. A son of a preacher who decided to preach the hip-hop gospel since the early 1990s to date. He has shown other rappers how to age gracefully in a hip-hop culture that seems to throw away its elders. Reason why you can find him hobbing and doing affordable freestyles with the millenniums like Fefe Busi in there for you. Let's go to his best songs in there for you. That is a man who goes by the names of Babaluku in there, coming in number 6 in there. Top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time. Babaluku coming in at number 6. One of the greatest that Uganda has had in there. Best songs of Babaluku coming on through in here. You take Anthem, Tukomiewo, that is Babaluku in there for you. Those are some of the songs in there that Babaluku has featured on. We go to number 5. Number 5, many people will come out and criticize this list, but it's our list. You can also make yours. Number 5, stage name Rocky Giant in there for you. Real name Fred Giria. That is Rocky Giant in there for you. Date of birth 9th December 1990. Alright, I really made a mistake in there. It's not 1993. Rap fans at times suffer from amnesia or they just don't recall their history. Way back regressively, there were a few back-to-back years when Rocky Giant was absolutely a rocking hip-hop giant around 2005-2007. Born Fred Giria, Rocky Giant is a Luke Bar. He was born and raised in Jinja before shifting to Kampala in his teenage age. Despite his race, he's so good at Luga flow in there for you. That is a man who goes by the names of Rocky Giant. His best songs include Rafiki. We have Ngoma Nene, Zendi Ngoma Nene, you know that, and Tuino Kolanamani Pakala City. I think that is his biggest jump in there for you. Rocky Giant in there. Tuino Kolanamani Pakala City coming up as his biggest jump into this hip hop top 10 biggest songs of 20. Sorry, they are the top 10 hip-hop songs, top 10 greatest hip-hop artists of all time. We come to number 4, Keiko. This is how we do it. This girl is really a very good rapper, though she's really having problems. Stage name is Keiko, real name Jocelyn Tracy. Keiko, date of birth 7th November 1974. That is Keiko in there for you. Everything she's been spitting since 2009 seems to have been jumping off her tongue smoothly. She's one of the wildest wordsmith female MCs the African continent will ever brag about. Despite not translating her spouting talent into making albums and stretching her catalog to must heights, Keiko is a must benchmark and trademark among Uganda's female MCs. She received nods in prestigious continental awards like Channel O and cutting deals with Coke Studio and DSTV. Best songs of Keiko that we are really going to remind her about. How We Do It, featuring Radiant Weasel. That was a remix in there, but she had an original. She has Mutima featuring Shalma Mushaga in there, and Gonna Make You Dance, I'm Gonna Make You Dance, I'm gonna Make You Dance was another one, and All Will Cry for Help, that project that Sony Africa put their hands onto you. And by the way, a little bit about Keiko. I really want to show you this. Well, that photo that I've just put onto the screen, that's how she's really looking. She really needs help. The last time we saw her, she really looked troubled and she really needed help. That is Keiko interview coming in at number 4 of the top 10 greatest hip-hop artists of Uganda of all time. We go to number 3 in there. He's your boy from Rubaga, who goes by the names of Navio, holding the Navi Cup from Clear Cut, but forming a record label known as Navio. That is stage name. He's known as Navio. Real name, Daniel Lubuwa Machigozi. That is his real name. Date of birth, 18th October 1983. It would be an abomination not to include the fate of the best legendary English hip-hop rap group Clear Cut, which includes the Myth Papito, JB, Abalang, some of whom are still active since 2000. They've shown their strength in Uganda by gaining unbeatable Kora Award nominations, and it's a record that Clear Cut under Navio won the first hip-hop Palm Award with their All I Wanna Know judgment during the award initiation in 2003. Hip-hop was greatest bottleneck to why at some point rap artists failed getting airplays because of the cross-show audio production and working visuals, but Navio altered that into the beta of the game, and Navio is one of those best rappers. He comes in at number 3, top 10 Ugandan greatest rappers of all time. Navio Daniel Lubuwa Machigozi coming in at number 3, and his best song Zingalo, you know that, Raw. There is Bugumu Bugumu, hey, one of my favorites in there from Navio. I really like that. So that's Navio in number 3. We go to number 2. This is going to cause very many talks around town to whoever is really going to watch this video. And number 2, he goes by names of stage. He goes by the names of Gravity or Mutuju. Real name, Gerson Wabuyu. That is in number 2. Date of birth, 1st February 1993. That is Gerson Wabuyu in there for you. Gravity Mutuju is a Ugandan rapper. He's one of the top Luka Flow artists who rap in Uganda. Gravity Mutuju is one of the undermined artists in Uganda by his fellow hip-hop artists, claiming that he doesn't do hip-hop. They claim that he does Chidandari, but according to our research, he has registered many platinum hip-hop hit songs, and he deserves a mention into the second position for the greatest rappers of all time. He is holding the second of the most, he is holding the record of the most attended show at the Cricket Oval in 2019. General Zamba was the record holder. He set it in 2009 when he filled Chandondo Rugby Grounds. He has been holding the flag for hip hop for nearly a decade now. That is Gravity Mutuju. Best songs, we have Warumbe Zaya, you know, that one brought him to the industry. In there, there is Huina, one of the biggest songs from the hip hop world in there. There is Ease in there, Gravity Mutuju coming through. He has Embuzi Zako today, and he has another one called Swagger, Nina Swagger in there, as he really goes ahead to put on his raps onto this so-called number. Now, drums roll to number 1. Number 1, who is the greatest? And no one is going to doubt this. Top 10 greatest Ugandan rappers of all time. Number 1 comes the legendary GNL Zamba. Remember, GNL stands for Greatness with No Limit. That is GNL Zamba. Real name, Ernestine Simbi, in number 1 position in there for you. He's the best and the greatest Ugandan rapper of all time. Date of birth, 29th January 1986, that is GNL Zamba, the legend of Zamba. He is the creamiest product of the 2005 hip-hop canvas, though his active music inauguration career was also his advent peak in 2008 hit. During his commencing days as a battle rapper, GNL had already sealed the status of a rap king after knocking out several credible rappers in the rap battles, some of whom are on the list. But his aim to becoming Uganda's hip hop Caesar was Pronto, was what? Was Proto. Most probably the hip hop god that is routinely worshipped by music pundits, underground and mainstream MCs. Through GNL's greatness is visibly explanatory. GNL, being unchallenged trendsetter of multiples, was the finest rapper that musically orchestrated the coalescence of the young and the old. He did it by sampling the late Eddie Wamala in his inspirational song Ani Yamanyi. Then all of a sudden other musicians picked up a leaf from GNL Zamba doing the same. No doubt, GNL number one, no one is going to doubt this. GNL is the number one greatest Ugandan rapper of all time. No one is going to come here and argue because he deserves the number one spot. His best songs include Ani Yamanyi, you know that big song in there. Koi Koi, you know that song in there that really did great in there. Soda Gingerle, that is the best song of Geno that I heard because I just watched on TV. Remember, by that time we were really on a television called by NBS and did had one of the biggest shows in there known as the Lunchtime Request. It still exists in there. Even WBS used to play that song very well. I remember WBS was really a very big giant into the entertainment industry by then. And the other song called Chikankane. Let me hear my girl say Chikankane. You remember that song? It was really a very big one for GNL Zamba. So those are the top greatest Ugandan rappers of all time. And right about now, we come to the end, or to the beginning of the end of the top 10 rappers, Ugandan rappers of all time. A recap: number 10, Fefe Busi. Number 9, we had Lumix. Number 8, we had Namapera. You remember him very well. Number 7, Lyrical G. Number 6, Babaluku. Number 5, there came in a man who goes by the names of number 5 is Rocky Giant. Number 4 is Keiko. Number 3 is Navio. Number 2 is Gravitation, and number 1 is GNL Zamba. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section and let me know who do you think deserves to be the number 1 greatest Ugandan rapper of all time. And you can as well tell me who do you think should be in another number. You can as well give me your list into the comment section below, because I know everyone has his own opinion, and the Englishman goes ahead to say every human is entitled to his own opinion. That's what I had for you. I go by the names of R.D. Rock and David onto this channel, and this is your top 10 television. I'm unveiling my face, and now you know who is always behind this channel. Go into the comment section, tell me who you think is the greatest Ugandan rapper of all time. I'm out.